Welcome back, everybody, as we continue our Overexplained Let's Play of Elden Ring. Right, let's continue. The first order of business I need to say is today we are playing online. I am actually online. How can we prove this? We can go multiplayer. Oh, we haven't even looked at this menu before. With the multiplayer menu, you can use various multiplayer items. If you set a group password, you'll be more likely to see messages, summon signs, bloodstains, phantoms, and so on from others using the same password. If you set a multiplayer password, you'll only be matched with other players using the same password for most multiplayer features. However, passwords do not apply to invasion multiplayer. So, a lot to explain. It took me a while to realise you could use things from this multiplayer menu, by the way. I used to equip these to my quick slots, but you don't need to waste time doing that. You can just come straight here and do it, which is quite nice. So what are these other things it's talking about? Let's have a very quick look. So the multiplayer password, we'll just get my little mouse over here. So this thing up here, this is a thing you can use if you want to play specifically with your friends. So if you were trying to do co-op together on some of the dungeons, and you're not lucky enough to play on PC and able to use some of the cool multiplayer mods that they've got there, you can use this to sort of set, I could set a password of RobDude, and then everybody else who I wanted to join me could put a password of RobDude, and then if we put our summon signs in the place that we're all expecting, they'll only show to us. So that's a good way. I've done that with my kids and some friends when I've played this before. Group passwords are a little bit different. These are, you can set up to 5 of them. A lot of sort of the bigger YouTubers, places like the wikis have their own group passwords you can set, and it just means you've got more of a chance of interacting with. There's usually quite a big community of people who are hardcore playing the games all the time, and it just increases the chance of seeing summon signs and stuff like that. You also get a cool perk where sometimes when somebody in the group beats one of the bigger bosses in the game, the Erdtree sheds leaves, rains golden leaves for a while, which is really cool. You get increased rune collection for a time and stuff like that, and it just looks dope as well. But right, so there's a very quick explanation of online. The reason we've done online today, though, is because we've nearly finished our exploration. So I think the only part of the map we've got left now is sort of this lower sort of portion of it down here. We do have, as well, this upper portion we haven't looked at as yet either. So I'm going to try and go a little bit quicker today. We're going to start by probably coming down this way, running around, looping around, see what we find, clearing some stuff out. And the whole time we're doing it, I'm going to be putting on our multiplayer effigy thing. So that is this little guy here, small golden effigy. And what this does is it sends a cooperative summon sign to the summoning pool. So those are those funny little statues that we've seen before. There isn't one nearby, actually, which is a little bit annoying. Let's ride real quick. Or in fact, let's go this way, because this is where we're going to go and do some of this stuff. But the idea with this is you can do sort of passive cooperative. So essentially we can just use that item and it'll send our summon sign automatically for us to places with one of these summoning pools. Is there one even here? I thought there was one here. There is a way we can check, so let's just try that real quick. Are these guys... Oh no, I want you to forget about me. Let's go over here so we don't start a fight while we're looking in the menus. So the other thing you can do, let's have a quick look. While on this screen, if you look at the very bottom here, I've got a map menu button down here. So if I press that, you can turn on some different options. I don't quite understand how this multiplayer status works. We'll turn it on and we'll have a look just to see. We've got summoning pool list, view controls menu explanation. So if we look at the summoning pool list, basically this shows me the summoning pools that I've activated. And you can see it's these little icons, these little statues that have got the sort of crucifixed character on. So this is the different... these are the different side places we've been to so far, and those have got the summoning pools in. So those are the ones I've got. What you can do if you're really interested is say you didn't want, you can disable them from here, so I can turn them off by just pressing the button on them. So if I wanted to only get summoned at Castlewood Tunnel, I can just turn that one on. But what we'll do is we'll just turn them all on and see what happens as we're running around. If we keep getting the same one over and over, we'll just maybe disable one. But yeah, we'll just leave that as it is for now, I think. But this is just, I just wanted to show this quick. This is a way you can hone in where your summon signs get dropped. The other thing I think that's actually worth talking about is something in the in the settings. Where is it? If we go to this network tab here, So cross-region I put on, especially at the moment. Elden Ring's not as busy as it once used to be, you know. Just increases the amount of players I can connect with. Sometimes it's a bit laggy, of course, but I'm happy to deal with that. Of course, if you're watching this not long after the Tarnished edition has come out for the Switch, hopefully there'll be a lot more people playing, and that'll be exciting. What's this one though? Right, this is such a confusingly termed option. Send summon sign. If you look at the description right down at the bottom, down here, block your summon sign in worlds with adversaries present. So what that means is, the way that invasions work in this game is you can only be invaded if you've summoned help. So essentially, if you turn this setting on, you will not get summoned. Your sign won't appear, in the world of somebody who's already been invaded. I think, anyway, I think that's what it does. If you turn it off, it won't matter. Your sign will appear everywhere. But if you turn it on, it means you will block your summon sign in worlds with adversaries present. And adversaries means invaders in this case. I'm presuming anyway. Sorry, I haven't looked this up. I'm just assuming that's what it does. Launch setting is just whether it connects to the internet when you first turn it on. I leave it off. But right, so that's that. But what we were trying to figure out is there a what should I call it? A summoning pool here. There's one at Limgrave Tunnels, and we've got one at Burkwater Cave. Okay, fine. That's fine. We'll stop thinking about that for now. There isn't one here. I thought there was, but just wanted to confirm. So let's. What we'll do is let's hit our summoning pool item. Now, what this option lets you pick whether you are only sending your summon sign to summoning pools within the same map area, or with all map areas. So that's your choice. You can either do it in the map you're in right now, or all. And the map we're in right now is this one. As you go, you'll find the connecting ones, and I think that's how it breaks it up anyway. So there's just different regions, and it will restrict your multiplayer to those regions, I think. So anyway, let's hit that item one more time. In fact, I might equip it over here because it's slightly quicker than doing it the other way. We'll put him there. And once we've activated him, we'll say both near and far for the sake of it, even though we haven't left this map zone. And then once it's activated, you can see it glows up in the slot here. And then that message will periodically flash at the bottom to let us know that it's trying to connect us. I'm not sure how much luck we'll have due to the time of day I'm actually recording. It is early evening, sort of Western Europe time though, so hopefully we'll find something. So our first order of business, I think. Oh no, wait, before we go exploring, can I have a quick look? I wrote myself a note while we were offline. Reflections. We didn't show the arrow skills, and we could have used the mace with determination against the tree sentinel. So, yeah, we were using against the tree sentinel. We discovered that strike damage was second, and pierce damage was first. So we equipped this because it did good pierce damage. Then we tried out determination, and then all it did was jump attacks. Now, jump attacks are not pierce attacks because you can see he just swings it sideways. If the jump attack was a stabby one, then sure. So it probably would have been more efficient, and it bugged me that I had to bring it up. Bugged me enough that I had to bring it up anyway. And then the other thing was about the bows. So we didn't look at this real quick, but we forgot to talk about how they have skills too. So you can see this one's called barrage. It says it over there on the left-hand side of the screen. And if I hold left trigger for this one, I go into a little stance, and then what it lets you do is it lets you really quickly fire off arrows for like a slight magic cost, which is pretty cool. I did do a bow-only build once, and that was really quite fun. So yeah, just wanted to make sure we've talked about that before we carry on. So let's get our halberd back out. We do love the halberd. Halberd, I don't even know how you say it. Oh, that's not my... Anyway, we're on a horse. Let's go for a ride. We're going to go down this road. We've come down that way. We've looked around most of the lake now, I think. I'm not sure about this little island, actually. Oh, we didn't try and figure out what do these... It's a shame it doesn't tell me what these things mean. I'm presuming the blue symbols are where... Is that where hunters are operating? Or where there's co-op happening? And then red is where there are invaders, I'm guessing. That's my best guess. No idea otherwise. Let's crack on and see what else we can find. Because we haven't gone too far down this way before. We did have that note that told us about crossing the highway bridge, which I'm convinced is, still convinced is this bridge. Are those guys... Maybe that guy got a bit aggroed by me. There you go, Sonny Jim. Oh, there's this guy as well. See if we can knock him straight off. Nope. That'll do, though. Sliver of meat from the horse. Ooh, Kaiden trousers. They look slightly funkier than my existing trousers. Let's have a look. Oh no, Vagabond Knight Greaves. So you can see they do reduce our stats quite a bit. They are a little bit lighter, but we'll keep what we were in for now. It's a slightly better defense. Not the best weather for exploring today, is it? Well, I'm trying to work out that island. Is that just that piece of green there? Yeah, it doesn't really look like there's much on there. So I'm not going to go out of my way to just go there just yet. We've got another set of guards guarding here. What else can we see? Cool big orange tree in the background. Let's take this guy out. Just have a look. Has he got any items or anything? Oh, come off it. Oh, we're being summoned. We're being summoned. Fantastic. First bit of multiplayer. Let's go and see. Let's go and see what's what, shall we? So the main reason we're doing this is just to try and accrue a little bit of extra cash as we go. So hopefully we'll be getting to beat some bosses. Hey. There we go. We're summoned to Coastal Cave. Oh, we know it's a bit intense here. That's cool. Hiya. Let's do a very courteous bow. Lead the way, sir. Anybody got a torch? Oh, this guy's got a torch. Thank God. This cave is dark. The only thing with multiplayer is you do tend to, especially given the age of the game, you will play a lot of the time these days, I think, with people who know exactly what they're doing. Maybe they're making their, like, 12th character, do you know what I mean? And they will just run through a lot of the dungeons, which for me kind of robs the experience of, like, exploring. But at the same time, if you find a dungeon that's too hard, and you want to leave it, leaving your summoning pool on there can be quite good because you get to come back, you get to come back with other people where if you die, it doesn't matter, you don't lose anything. And you get to just, learn the layout, learn the enemies and stuff like that. It's the same for fighting bosses, actually. It's quite a good way of learning boss moves and stuff. And if you're lucky, you beat them and you get a bunch of extra money, which is pretty cool. Right, let's see if we can aggro the first set like we did before. Without aggroing the other guys. The other thing we haven't mentioned is playing in multiplayer does change the amount of health that the enemies get. I can't remember the exact numbers. I'll have to look it up before I do the guide. But essentially it does sort of, I think they get like 150% health with 2 and then even more with 3. So, and that's just to counter the damage because we are very strong as a 3. Look at this guy with his lightning bolts. I know for a fact you don't get lightning for quite a while, so he must have purposely gone out of his way to make a low level character who can do that. And that's pretty cool. What are you going to do? Someone else score the last hit. Good job, lads. Give him a little courtesy emote to finish. We get a thing called a rune arc, which we don't know what it does just yet. There are some items we get later in the game that the rune arc sort of activates, essentially. But so we don't need to worry about that just yet. We'll have a look at the description now. I think it's the first ones we've collected. I did notice watching back some of the earlier episodes that we've stopped reading everything. So we'll try and do a bit better on that for this episode, shall we? So what's this? It's a consumable, grants the blessing of an equipped great rune upon use. A shard of the shattered Elden Ring grants the blessing of an equipped great rune on use. Even if no great rune is equipped, it will slightly increase maximum HP. Do you know what? I didn't even know that was a thing. The lower arc of the Elden Ring is held to be the basin in which its blessings pool. Perhaps this shard originates from that very arc. Sweet, so we've only got one. You will get a rune arc every single time you successfully do co-op, which is cool. Let's carry on riding and see what else we find. Oh, we haven't talked about messages yet. Look, so we've got messages everywhere on the floor now. You also get these blood stains, which show you how somebody died. So if we press on this one, let's see what happens. What's this guy doing? Riding his horse. He's getting hit. He's getting hit by something. Oh, he's dead. So he died on his horse like that. Don't know what happened to him. The bloodstains are quite cool though, because hopefully we'll see as we're exploring, we'll find a place where they give us a cool hint that something big and scary is coming. The messages can also be quite funny. They can... Why is it always fingers, butthole? Yes, indeed. Try fingers, butthole. That's a lovely thing to do. Let there be precious item. You can... what's the word? You can rate the messages, good or poor, using the buttons it shows you. We won't bother doing that just now, although it is, try doing it, because the people who write the messages get a little health refill when their messages are boosted. So that'll happen for us too. If we put a message down and people upvote it, we'll get a health bonus. Right, so look, there is a path going this way, but I'm very aware that that is going out of bounds for us. Maybe we'll just have a very quick look down here. There's something very enticing down that way that we might try and take on. We've just got a bunch of guys here, but you can see it's just going off. We've got so much more to explore down that way. Oh, there's a kiting guy coming up the path. But yeah, too much cool stuff. We can't dedicate that, the exploration that way yet. It's not in the rules yet. Right, so this is looking interesting. We've got two big guys here pulling some sort of cart. One of those caravans we've seen before. And I wonder if we can just jump on and get the treasure. What's really interesting though is I've played this before and I expected this caravan to have an entire troop of guards with it, and somehow it doesn't seem to have them. So maybe we've done something here that's messed that up, but see if can we open this? Yeah, so we're not allowed to open while it's moving, but so we just need to distract these guys. Thankfully you don't need to kill them both. That's a little spoiler there. Or if we hit one, he'll stop walking. The whole thing will stop. And we can just take our time and go and grab the item real quick. What have we got in here? Oh, great axe. What a lovely weapon that is. Oh look, here comes some of the guys anyway. They obviously got left a bit far behind. Let's just go and hide over here for now. Let's have a look at that great axe we just found. Great axe akin to a huge lump of iron, recognised as the weapon of choice of Badland chieftains. Too heavy to be wielded by those of merely ordinary strength, blows from this axe will flatten enemies, and the force of his charged attack is a sight to behold. Great colossal weapons like this are amazing. Oh, he's recovered and they started walking again. That's nice. I don't think we'll be able to get away with equipping this great axe. What do we need? 30 strength. So if you remember way back when we talked about the 50% increase rule, we'd need at least 20 strength to be able to two hands that. But I wonder if we just equip it just for a sec so you can see how cool it looks. I mean, look at the size of it. It's friggin' amazing. So yeah, quite fun. I wonder if we can just get one of these really weak guys with it. You know, there's this weak sorcerer. Let's see what he thinks, even though I can't wield it. In fact, what does the stats say? 151 minus 60, by my count, that's still like 90, right? Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll go back to a proper weapon for now, though. And we forgot to get our summoned pools back on, so let's put that back on. We'll have a look what else we've got. So we've got this interesting looking hill up here. Maybe we'll just take a quick detour and look up the top of there. We'll leave these guys, they're kind of harmless really. Got an interesting looking ruined building. Oh, I can spot a treasure. Can you see that on top of there? Hang on, zoom in. That one looks quite interesting. We've got to check that out in a second. Yeah, it looks cool over there. We'll go and look at that in a minute. Let's just see if we've got anything on top of here. Or a couple of guys guarding something, probably just a single golden rune. Is he looking through that? That looks like a horn, not a telescope. He was definitely looking through that like it was a telescope. That was a horn, mate. You can't... Anyway, he was obviously having a good time. Great tree ahead. Yeah? Maybe we should write a message. We'll find a bit where we want to look carefully. What's he telling me to look carefully at? I'm not sure what he's on about, but you can add little emotes like that. Maybe we should write a message in a minute. Oh, hello. What is that? We'll go and check that out very soon. Anything else of interest up here? More silly messages. We'll ignore most of the messages, to be honest. It's one of the reasons I don't like playing it online the first time. Just because they can be quite good as well, especially if you're struggling, right? Like, it's nice having a sign that tells you there's an ambush ahead or whatever. That is quite nice. I feel like they just suck out the mood a little bit for me. Another invasion though, let's go. Murkwater Cave.
Hey!
Hello, sir. Where's my torch gone? Where are we going then? Are you going? I'm going to wait. Oh, you've summoned someone else. Juice!
Hey! Hey!
Where's my wave?
Hey!
I do like the wave. Come on then. 3 exclamation marks, if that is your real name. Are we going? Yeah, we're going. Come on. So I think this is the cave where you fight patches. Yeah, it is. Oh, multiplayer is good fun, don't get me wrong. It is nice just go around with a team of strangers, just absolutely flattening a lot of weak, rubbish enemies. The bosses, though, can be another matter, because although it seems like you've got... And we'll hopefully see now, if we get someone to fight Margit again, we'll see if people don't know what they're doing, they will get killed very quick. And then suddenly there's just 2 of us instead of 3 of us, and the boss has got like twice as much health as normal. So yeah, that can be a bit tricky. Right, come on, where is he? Oh, I've still got Storm Stomp on this weapon. I think let's try it out, see what happens. It's very good for interrupting him. And letting my mates just constantly hit him. Oh, interesting. He goes all ghostly while he's giving up. Are you done, mate? Are you going to kill him? Or you? No, it looks... I have joined people before who just brutally just murder patches, which you can do. But good one. Good one. 3 exclamation marks. Have a good adventure, mate. There we go. Some more stuff. Look at that. We got 16k in the bank. I wasn't even sure how much we had at the start. I wasn't paying attention. It's all good. Money, money, money. Right, before we start a summon again, let's just explore this little ruin we found. I'm just going to have a look. I feel like we've gone into the... Yeah, we have a little bit. Have a look over this cliff. Cool wood down there. Look at that. That's where that big tree is. There's a cool little castle over there. Okay, before we go into this place, so we're going to do a little bit of a recon. Oh yeah, look at that. What is that? We haven't seen one of these before. It looks like there's one big flower, and these, that looks like separate little flowers. There's some items. Is that item up there still? So maybe if we, right up here, we can have a better look down on what's going on. And we can scope out how many enemies there are and try and figure out a little plan of attack or something. If we can get up here. It's a bit tricky sometimes, but normally you can find like a good way out. There we go, this is the intended way for sure. Good old torrent. Nothing stops him. Luring out ahead. Interesting. Uh-oh, I feel like he's seen us. Shooting out some poison. Okay. Oh, look, we've got like an entrance down there into one of those sort of underground areas. So if we have a quick look at the map, this is ruins. So they're always kind of the same. Like we've already found a catacomb that follows a similar template. Caves follow a similar template, and these ruins do as well. So let's see, how do I get to that treasure we saw? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe we need to go and fight the enemies first. Let's go down the bottom and we'll try it a different way. I feel like we haven't got much room to manoeuvre if we're staying there. Have we got many fire bombs? Only 3. That's better than none. I want to lock onto... Oh, we got poisoned. A little bit disheartening. We've got our cure poison spell though, so let's... where's our sacred seal? Here it is. Let's cast this. Cure our poison. And we'll see if we can get... I want to lock onto the big guy. There we go, I think that's him. If we can get him with a couple of fire flowers. Fire flowers, fire bombs. Ooh, not that much damage though, is it? Oh, dude, hit the wall. Extremely annoying. Oh, we've run out. Right, okay, let's use our last fire grease. And we'll just take the poison, heal ourselves afterwards. Hopefully we can get through all right. Oh, that's not too bad, is it? Oh, hello everybody, editor Rob Dude here. Just wanted to add in a quick note here that I didn't talk about was this bar in the middle of the screen, the green bar here, that comes up when you are poisoned. And the length of time you are poisoned for is how long it takes this bar to tick down. You can cure it and it'll instantly go. It does take quite a while to tick down naturally and it can kill you. So it's in your interest to cure it. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's spitting out more poison, so that's fine. It's not going to hurt us for now. Oh, I had a feeling he looked like he was doing something. Right. Done. Immunising cured me. We should probably stop real quick though and cure our poison. Stop our health ticking down. Got 2 health drinks left, not too bad. Golden rune, nice. Now we can probably get that. Now things like this are a little bit annoying because I wish we could climb stuff properly. It's a bit of a shame that we can't. But if I'm right, Torrent should be able to do this for us. He can usually jump up things like this. There we go. Come on, mate. A little bit fiddly. As long as you're just gentle on the analog stick, you can sort of control it quite nicely. Oh, Trina's Lily times 4. Interesting. What else have we got here? So the stairs down were there. Go and check those out in a mo. Oh wait, there's a couple more. Oh, hello lads. See if we can get those guys real quick. Oh, and they're guarding a little treasure. Glowstone. Oh, and we got a refill on our health drink, so that was perfectly timed. Lovely. Oh, I've just realised we could have even summoned out there. Never mind. Ah, teacher. Okay. So again, this is feature ahead, but first off, boss. Oh, that sounds like a very informative message. Let's give him an upvote. Oh, there's a weird noise. Can you hear that? All right. Let's do this. Okay, hello friend. Wowzers. Okay, we're doing very good damage to him. Oh, we've got to be careful. He hits like a truck, so it's hard for us to interrupt him. But we keep going. Oof. We might be able to get ourselves a guard counter or a crit at some point. See if we can stagger him. Come on. Oh my god. Back off and heal quick. Oh, he chased us down real nice. I think we were very lucky to get away with that then. I wonder if my Storm Stomp would do anything to him. Nope. Doesn't seem to do anything. Dang. Only got one heal left. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I feel like I forgot to do my usual strat of just waiting to try and learn those attacks a little bit more. We could have probably had a cleaner fight if we'd done that. But never mind, we've done it. It spawned a grey site here, which is quite cool. So we'll just get a rest, get all of our health drinks back, because we did just use quite a lot. Can afford a whole bunch of level ups, which is pretty cool. I think we were saving though, weren't we, in case we found something we really wanted to use. That's what I remember thinking to myself last time. I'm not sure how much longer we wait for that. Although, do I want to experiment and try and use that dragon power that we found? I think that's maybe an idea. Well, let's just quickly check that out. Now, what did it need again? How do we check? Is it in here somewhere? Alright, 15 faith and 12 arcane. Alright, let's see. Let's start putting the points towards that stuff. We already wanted to do a bit of faith anyway. So that's fine by me. So we got enough to get the arcane straight away. That's it. We got exactly enough to do the arcane. So we'll do that for now. What has that actually given us? It's actually increasing our discovery stat, which we haven't talked about yet. This is quite cool. This is like the chance of items spawning from defeated enemies, basically. So that means we'll get more item drops slightly with 5 higher. And it's also, every level up puts all of your defenses up, by the way. Just some of them put them up more than others. So I'm happy with that. We've got quite a good little level up, that was. Let's spend those points. And I think we have something to check out in here. Oh, these we didn't talk about. These have passed us by a few times. You just get sort of playbacks of other people's little moments. It's quite nice. It does feel less sort of lonely as you're exploring through this world like this, but I also find it like mad distracting. But look at these blood splats all over the floor where people have died in here to this guy. It's kind of cool. Right, what's in here? Oh, hello.
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
Oh.
A yen for glintstone.
Indeed.
Sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature, with a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch.
Dang.
Do you still wish to learn from me?
Heck yeah.
Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in Glintstone sorcery, but I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Why is she wearing such a silly hat? Hey? Hey? She gave us a cool emote though called Nod in Thoughts, so that's quite nice. I'm happy about that. And we can see here she sells in sorceries, so if we had a bit more intelligence, maybe we could start using these. We've got 9 and we only need 10 to be able to cast Glintstone Pebble, but we would also need a magic wand, which we don't have. And unfortunately, if my memory serves, I don't think we'll find one within this starting map area, which is a bit sad. So maybe no sorceries for us in this little playthrough, but Selene is cool. She is cool. So, Nod in Thought, hang on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no, that's what you want. Nod in Thought. Here it is. Nice. That's a good... I'll do that for people when they're wearing cool clothes. When we join them in multiplayer. Right. So, that's cool. We've done quite a bit of stuff. Oh! We can ride Torrent here. Excellent. I did that without even thinking about it. Onwards, anyway. Let's, These guys have all respawned because we rested, but that's no worries. We've cleared this place now. The caravan's all the way down the road still, which is great news. And it looks like he's got his full entourage this time. Let's go and see if we can see it. There, look. Look at all these guys following it. My experience when I've attacked it before is like, you have to deal with all of that. But somehow we completely fluked it. I'm not going to complain. That's another thing I'd say about this game. There is no shame in cheesing it or exploiting it or using any sort of strategy that works for you, because this game will stomp all over you really unkindly sometimes, so getting a bit of revenge is fine, you know. So we got some guys down here look like they're digging for something. Gonna have a quick look. Really not sure what these guys are doing down here. This guiding guy's gonna see us and give us a bit of trouble. Maybe not, because it's night time. I know he's seen us. Come on then. I'm not bothered about fighting you. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. There he goes. So a guy blew his horn, but I kind of feel like we're okay, because the procession has already gone. If they'd been closer, we'd be in trouble, but I don't think there's anyone around to hear it. It doesn't seem like, anyway. Anybody on top? Nope. What are you guys up to? Who are you digging for? That's alright, mate. I'm not going to fight you ones that run off. I feel a bit guilty. We've got some brewing fragments. Maybe they're looking for those. What's this guy got? Smouldering butterfly. Okay. Let's get rid of that marker we put on the map. It's distracting. And let's put ourselves out there for more multiplayer. See if we can get a few more levels. Help us get a bit of XP while we're exploring. So looking here, it doesn't look like there's too much. Oh, did I miss an item? Grab that real quick. So what can we see from here? If we get the... Oops, get our... There's our telescope. Come on. So we've got those guys just digging. Some more up there doing it as well. There's a group of guys walking along the road. Road goes right off into the distance. There's some smoke coming up from over there. That's okay. Okay, cool. I think for now, we'll loop around and go around the top of this bit and see if there's anything there. Just because I'm an extremely thorough, annoying explorer. Oh, it looks like we got some wolves. Wolfies. And there's an enemy over there. Just to... Wait a sec, is he... He's like the sorcerer noble. I recognise him. I feel like he was just responding to that to that horn that blew. It just took him so long to get there, because look how he walks. Unlucky fella. So we've got a few wolves here. There's something over there as well. What's that? Let's go and check it out. Take the wolves out. Just to get ourselves... Oh, let's fight on foot a bit easier. See if we can find some... Oh, hello. A couple of bats as well. There are some day and nighttime enemies. I think this particular group of bats is probably a nighttime group of bats. It does change, and there are some sort of like mini bosses you can fight only at nighttime and stuff as well. So keep an eye out for things like that. What time of day? Yeah, we're proper in the middle of the night. It's a bit confusing because the colour of it's so bright even in the night. It's hard to tell sometimes. Ah. Right, down they go. I mean, is the moon out? The reason I wanted to fight them is just for their thin beast bones. I suppose we do have this giant glowing tree in the sky. That's why it's so bright even in the night time. What have we got here? This is interesting. This... Oh, we don't have the map to see. Usually, you can see these things on the map. They're just sort of like a... I don't know what we'd call it, like a little cemetery of sorts, I suppose. Let's just take these bats out so we can look around unimpeded. Throwing darts are quite good against these. Any sort of flying enemies can be really, really annoying in this game. So anything that gives you a bit of a ranged attack can be quite good for finishing them off. Oh, we need to heal just to make sure we don't die. Oh god, they are so annoying. Good to wait for an attack and guard counter though. That other guy just didn't even notice we were killing his friends. Hopefully we'll get a health refill after this one. Golden rune. Interesting. You coming? Oh! Way, we got the health refill. Lovely. So yeah, these places, these little sort of mini cemeteries are usually full of pickups like this of golden runes, which is quite handy. Golden runes, of course, are just a nicer way to carry money because you don't drop them when you die. Golden rune 3 is quite good. Another one. In fact, how many of these are we carrying at the moment? Okay, we got 25 rank 1s, a few rank 2s. Yeah, look at that. We got a nice bit of cash in the bank there. Good, like 5 grand or something. Pretty cool. Right, onwards. What was that? Oh, I saw it. Another golden rune one. Thank you very much. It doesn't look like we can get on top of this thing. Easily, anyway. Oh, you're still here. Maybe you just patrol here. Unlucky, sir. What have you got? Ah! Glintstone staff! Oh my god. Does he always drop that? Maybe that's been added. It's an easy way to get a glint, because we're so close to selling. I feel like that's on purpose. Oh, we might have to just go and get a single point of int so we can do some sorceries as well, shall we? That sounds very appealing. We love a little distraction. Oh, well, it's a bit of a strange time to tell us this. We've already learned some incantations, but anyway, you can memorize sorceries and incantations at sites of grace. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal to cast incantations. Casting them costs FP. We covered all of that stuff already. Oh, no, stop fighting me. Right, so hopefully what we can do now, and I hope that guy outside doesn't continue to attack us. Staff with a glintstone embedded at the tip, a catalyst for casting sorceries. Sorceries must be memorized, blah, blah, blah. No skill, but that's fine. So, how much... We haven't got that many... What do we need? We need 3,969 to level up once. We've got 9 intelligence. We need 10. Let's just... So what we're going to do, let's burn all of our lovely, tasty items we were just looking at. We'll use all of these little ones. We do 25. That should give us a nice round 5,000. Which is hopefully enough to level up just the one time on our intelligence. Donk. We've still got some change that we can hopefully go and buy a magic spell, and we can try them out.
Young apprentice, you are a tadpole when it comes to magic. Infantile.
I know.
Without the legs to walk. So, to become a sorcerer, first now.
Yeah, come on. I just want to buy a spell. So you can see from the red crosses, we haven't got the stats to cast any of these at the moment. But that's fine. I think we just start off with Glintstone Pebble. How much do we need for that? 13, 12. That's fine. Scholar's Shield. This is a pretty cool thing. So these two last ones are quite nice because let's just talk about what they do, shall we? So we can see this one fires magic projectiles from glintstone. So it's just like we can shoot a little pebble at our opponents. Quite nice. It does a little tiny bit of damage. Glintstone Stars fires 3 shooting stars that pursue foes. It's like 3 homing missiles at once. Glintstone Arc fires a horizontally widening magic arc. Sounds pretty cool. Does that have more of a description? Spreads outward. This can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. Once it's charging enhances potency of Glintstone Stars. I did not know that. Okay, the sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. Crystal Barrage fires a volley of glintstone crystal shards. Charging increases potency. Enchants the armament held in the right hand with magic affinity attacks. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. That's pretty cool and useful. And then the shield is a similar thing, but it increases our shield's guarding ability, which is pretty cool. So I'm now inclined. I've totally written it off. Sorry, Selin, mate. We're gonna try some more magic for sure. Oh, frog in the throat tonight. Let's see then. So memorize spell. Maybe for a bit we'll drop the fire. Oh wait, did I not actually buy it, dude? That's helps to actually buy the spell. Yeah. Study sorcery. Let's go. Right, purchased. So I wouldn't mind coming to get the others. They're quite expensive and we need to level up for them. So that could be a long time thing. Oh, and I've got like a little power up on me at the moment, and I think that means it's raining golden leaves outside. Oh, but it's just gone. Oh, why did I get a power up then? That was interesting. Right, memorize spell. Let's do it so we've got both of our offensive magics on. And then we'll change our equipment very slightly so that we've got Glintstone Staff. We can equip it. Perfect. Are we on heavy load? No, we're still on light load, so that's good. Oh, we've got the golden thing back again. If we look... Yeah, if we look at the top left of the screen, I've got the 3 icons under my health bar. The one that looks like there's one that looks like one of these, basically. It's the golden pickled foulfoot. So we're getting more runes at the moment. I know we're not in a multiplayer group, but that just must mean because it's randomly decided to do this. So you can see, this is the same thing you get. You get this more frequently, when you're using a group password. Oh God, stop shooting at me. So yeah, we'll get increased runes for a time, which is pretty dope. Right, let's get our multiplayer seeking back on. Oh, what time are we on? 48 minutes, okay. We can go a little bit further. So we just cleared here, we won't fight all these guys again. I do like keeping it in the night time. I feel like you don't get to see the night time very often. We'll stay on night because it looks cool and the enemies can't see you from as far away either. So this path goes all the way that way. If we look over here, we can see there looks like there's some sort of little camp or something up on this hill. Little group of guys there. Some Kaidens. So maybe we'll go the left side and we'll try and loop up on top and see what we can find. Sounds cool. Let's go. I'm not sure how much. Are we still in the map? Oh, we're right on the border of the map, so that's perfect. Got some sheep. Wonder if we can actually craft some items real quick, because I feel like we've used all our fire bombs. Craft a bunch of darts. Oh, we can craft some more fire grease. We'll do that for sure. Rainbow stones. I haven't got any. It shows me that here, by the way. That's how many I'm holding right now, and how many is in our chest. So I might make a few of these because they are quite handy for when we need them. Do we want to craft anything else? Might be worth crafting a few of these. Neutralizing boluses. Wow, it needs a whole great dragonfly head to make one. We'll make a couple of those because we're not carrying our what's it called, cure spell anymore. So we can at least cure poison if we do get poisoned again. Right, maybe let's go sneaky here. Right, those guys haven't seen us. Good. There's a stake of Marika here, so this shows this encounter could be quite tough. If we look at the top left, you can see it under the stamina bar as well. The only thing I don't like about going on foot, like I said, is look, you can't climb things very well. Oh wait a sec, what's that up there? There's a treasure, but there's also a sneaky little guy next to it. So I don't think we need to sneak from here. We should be okay. Let's creep around and see what we find. Oh, we'll grab some more mushrooms, definitely. They help make our fire bombs. Can we get up here without the horse? Yay! It looks a bit tricky though. Can summon if we get into trouble, so that's good. I think what I'm going to do here is cheat and use Torrent, because I can just see there's a little edge up here. Look, Torrent can probably jump up that. Yeah, knew it. Oh, let's go in. Let's check this guy out first. See, this guy can't even see me. If it was daytime, he'd be able to see me from here. But at night, they're just a bit more blind. When are you going to notice me? See how close you have to get before they even notice? Wild. Look at that, he didn't even go to investigate. Right, I'll take this guy out. He's quite pesky. Wait, look at that. That's a sneaky little ambush. These guys shoot glintstone pebbles at you. Oh, that's a cool item. What did he drop? Aristocrat garb. Let's have a look though. What was that? High quality garb adorned with fine golden embroidery. Travel attire worn by nobles in the capital, terribly faded and tattered. Abandoning their birthplace after the shattering, these undead wanderers are the pitiful product of unending life. And these guys have been around. No spoilers here, but it's not known how long after everything's happened that we're here. It feels like it's hundreds and hundreds of years, at least, maybe even longer. So yeah, no wonder their clothes are all faded. Right, maybe we'll go back this way. We're going to make sure we go and take him out before we go down into the main part. This will probably be the last bit we clear today. I wonder if we can just jump this normally. So we'll get our magic out. Maybe we'll try a little bit against this guy. So you can see, if we want to cast Catch Flame, we can't use our seal that we've got in our left hand now. But if I... sorry, not Catch Flame. If I want to cast Glintstone Pebble, I've got to have my wand equipped. It darkens if I've got my seal equipped, lightens up if I've got my wand, and similarly, Catch Flame can't be cast now. If I try, he'll go like this and do a goofy little, I don't know how to do it. Scratchy head. Oh. So he doesn't know how to do it, and that's fine. So it will be interesting to see, like maybe as a quick test, like how much damage these things do. Let's see if we can get his attention first, but he's going to have his shield up. Easier on an enemy without a shield, but let's just try. We'll cast one of these. Oh, 131. $103. Couldn't tell if he'd managed to pull his shield back up there, though. Oh, he dropped a smithing stone. That's quite handy. But yeah, magic can be quite good. It just gives us a nice range option now that doesn't need ammunition. Even if I don't go fully into intelligence, you know, now I've just got like a reliable, cheap way of just drawing aggro of enemies and getting them to come and fight me. I think that's kind of useful on its own, right? If we can get a 172. So maybe these guys are slightly more weak to fire. there's other things to consider as well. Like if we look at these two, what you can see is, where's my mouse gone? So here you've got an attribute called incant scaling or sorcery scaling. So these only apply on these sorts of spell casting things. They're both on 109. That number increases based on, come on mouse, there we go, on your stats here. So my intelligence C scaling is making this 109 in combination with my intelligence, which is 10. My faith is also 10. So they're pretty evenly matched at the moment. I don't think you can see how much damage the spells do on their own. I don't think there is such a value shown anywhere. Let's have a look. Can we see that? This anywhere? Yeah, it doesn't really show anything about... Look, if we look at the... Ooh, where's it gone? We look at this stuff here. Where is it? We can see how much FP it costs. Uses 1 slot. This is the stats. Yeah, it doesn't really show us... Yeah, FP costs slightly more for the fire. So I'd expect it to do slightly more damage if it costs more. Yeah. But again, I think a lot of this game is just sort of experimenting with the things to figure out sort of what rough damage they do and things like that yourself. Oh, hang on, we nearly missed this. What is this? What is it? Starlight shards. Used to gradually recover FP. An ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale blue glow, what remains of a passing flash of starlight. A prized item that was once used in the Eternal City as an ingredient in intoxicating draughts. Sweet. Oh, we didn't read this. Good grief, Rob. Sorcery scroll of the Carrion royal family, the heads of the Academy of Royal Lucaria, can be given to a learned sorcerer to gain access to the following sorceries: Glintblade Phalanx and Carrion Slicer. Those sound cool. I'm tempted to go back and get them real quick. Or just at least check them out. Let's go and give this to... excuse me. Let's go and give this to Selen. And check them out real quick. Because I think we might be able to get the slicer. I'm hoping it's cheap and we can cast it. Because it's one of my favourites and I want to show it to you guys. Oof, this is further than I remembered. And we'll go and try and clear out that camp. It does look like we're not going to get any more luck on the old multiplayer, doesn't it? Maybe we'll just disable that because we don't want to get distracted by that right now. We didn't get much luck. We did get summoned a couple of times, but such is life, especially with a game this old at this point, unfortunately. Hopefully once the update's out, it'll be nice and busy again. Selen, got something for you.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
So, just like we did with Corin in the round table hold, we can give her this scroll.
Is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy.
You can choose who to give them to. There are multiple people. I'm not sure. I can't remember if there is a reason why you might want to do that. I know there is in some of the other From Software games. But yeah, I can't remember in this one.
Use that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
So, she's now going to have some new spells. So she's got these two. Oh, Carrion Slicer needs a little bit more intelligence before we can use it. But it's very cool. Performs a swift sweeping slash using a magical sword. So it conjures a magic sword for you out of your wand hand. And then you hit with it. Very cool. Uses a small amount of FP, like 4 FP to use, and it does quite a good amount of damage. That's quite a good spell, especially if you've started as one of the spell casting classes, because it'll probably be stronger than your main weapon straight away. Glintblade Phalanx is quite cool as well. This puts like a circle of swords around you that float around, and then when you get close to an enemy, they shoot off and hit them. Very good at poise breaking. So yeah, both very handy little spells, those ones. But okay, cool. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here. We'll go and try and clear this little encampment. Speed it up a little bit because we're on 59 minutes. And then we'll wrap up for there. We'll wrap up for this episode, even. I don't know what my brain's doing sometimes. Oh. The flowers making noises. I heard them. So we've got to be careful because we did see there was another sorcerer guy on the right-hand side. So I'm wondering how we get to him without going straight up the middle. I think we could... let's see, we'll go around the back again. We don't want to aggro everybody, it'll just get wild. But what we could do, actually... Where's our... Where's our dogs? Oh, yeah. Okay. Doggos, let's go. Oh, there's a treasure chest there. So we'll let the dogs... Whoa! Do the work. That was very lucky. We'll go up the top and get this magician so he doesn't cause us any trouble. Look at him shooting at us. Right, nice. And then see what we can do from up here. Oh, someone's just blown their trumpet. That's fine. Oh, did that guy not die? Oh, good work, doggos. Oh, we've run out of magic, of course. Have I got any magic drinks left? Oh, no. No more magic for us. Hopefully, once we clear this bit out. The dogs do cost like a lot of FP to use. We've only got 2 left. This guy's giving them a beating. Uh-oh. That's one of the big guys, isn't it? Oh no, I don't want to lock onto him. That's why I don't like the auto lock on sometimes. It picks the wrong people. And it's another reason to not always use lock on. Right, that's him down. Oh, we got their boots and their gauntlets. Good doggo. I think we've only got a couple of enemies left now. Wait, there's a guy on the horse. The guy on the horse just didn't even notice what was going on. I'll just put you out of your misery. Sorry, mate. Anybody else here? Treasure chest. What we got? What we got? A grate? I don't even know how you say an epi. Let's have a quick look. It's like a giant rapier. A large rapier featuring a thin, sharp blade. Commonly used in life or death duels. Made for thrust attacks and can still be used while guarding with a shield. That's pretty cool. But not probably our stat requirements. Right, hang on. If we can give this guy what for. There we go. Please refill my health drinks and stuff, please. Hey! Build up magic. It's exactly what we needed. Beautiful. I'd really do with finding another site of grace or something. But I think we've done this one. 1 hour, 2 minutes. We'll just have a quick mooch on top here, see if we've missed anything. Oh, we can see a jump down there. Weird purple light in the distance. Oh, enticing, lads, enticing. There's an item down there we've missed. And I do want to try and make sure we always pick up these smouldering butterflies you can see by the torches. That helps us make more fire bombs and fire grease as well, so that's cool. I think we're going to have to just stop. It doesn't look like there's anything else up here for now. We'll stop on this cliff edge. What's over here? Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? What's this? Ah, that unfortunately is the bridge to the next section. We will not be going that way. But anyway, let's wrap up there for now. Thank you very much for hanging out. We will continue in the next episode.